fuck men. That's all I have to say. Thank you for coming to this week's episode. It was lovely having you guys here. So I just watched The Bachelorette the other day, and if any of you watched it, it was fucking crazy. Just watching The Bachelorette last night was so upsetting, and yeah. This episode was actually requested by a fan. Just kidding. Are you a fan? She's gonna listen to this and be like, bitch, you did not just call me a fan. But this episode was actually requested. I swear to you, it was requested. I didn't just pull it out of my ass, but it's something I'm super passionate about. So I figured it's very fitting for the way I'm feeling after watching The Bachelorette, honestly, and seeing how cruel men can be and how they can just break a girl's heart is disturbing. And I don't understand how men can express all these feelings to a girl and tell a girl how much they love them and how much they're fighting for them and all this fucking bullshit, and then end it with her and be completely fine and act like she's a crazy dramatic bitch. It doesn't make any sense. Men will never make sense to me. I'll probably be single for the fucking rest of my life. Just kidding. But I mean, maybe not kidding. Well, that is TBD still, guys. I actually went on a date last night. I think it was a date. Technically, it was a double date. And we went and saw a comedy show. I think I manifested that. I was like, I really want to go to a comedy show date. And that's exactly what we did. And it was really funny. And yeah, manifested that shit. Manifestation's real. But yeah, anyways, I'm getting off topic. Today's episode is about all the things that men can do better, because there's a lot of things that they can do better. And this is more so all the things boys can do better, because I feel like as a man, if you were a true man, you would be already doing all of this stuff. So this is more for the boys. All the things boys can do better, because men would be doing this already. So if you want to become a man and you want to get a girlfriend one day, then listen up, little boys. Listen up, you little rats, because this shit is basic boot camp. This is shit that you should know, but unfortunately, a lot of men are fucking dumb, and they do all this shit, and they think that they're going to get the love of their life and get a wife that wants to spend time with them by doing nothing for them. So let's just start with the fucking basics. Also, ladies, some of these might just be things that I prefer. Not everyone prefers everything that I'm going to say. Not everyone needs this. So obviously some of these are things that are just my opinion and things that I need out of a guy. But I mean, some of these are just grow the fuck up. So let's start with the basics. The first thing, men, boys, if you are interested in a woman, the first thing you need to do is ask for her number, which I've been noticing a lot at the bars. Men never, ever, I feel go up to a pretty girl at the bar and are like, hey, I think you're really cool. I think you're really pretty. Noticed you from over there. I'd love to take you out sometime. What's your number? Comment down below if I'm wrong, but when's the last time that happened to you? Because I cannot even think about the last time a normal man came up to me, complimented me, and asked me out on a date or asked for my number. I remember the last time a man asked for my fucking Snapchat at the bar, but I do not remember a man. I've never had that happen. Even when I'm out at a coffee shop or something, I've never had a guy come up and approach me and want to get to know me, which I know that some guys are going to be like, guys do that all the time, but the guys that are doing it are fucking creeps. So we need normal men to be doing this, please. So first off, men, if you think, I'm going to stop calling them men. First off, boys, if you think a girl's pretty and you want to get to know her, let's start with the basic, simple question. What's your number? I think you're cool. Let's go on a date. We're not asking for Snapchat. Snapchat was made for 13 and 16-year-olds. Let's make that clear. If you are above the age of if you're out of high school, why the fuck are you Snapchatting me? I don't understand. And I know some people that still use Snapchat and whatnot, and I do randomly post on there, but I'm not actively going to be ever Snapchatting a man. That's so embarrassing. We should not be having a conversation on Snapchat when you literally have my phone number. You know how to text. You know how to dial. We've been doing that for years. We've been doing that since birth, babe. Snapchat is in the gutter. If a man is Snapchatting you, and that is the only form of communication you have with this man, one, he is a little boy that is stuck in high school, and two, he doesn't like you. Let's be so honest. Can you imagine getting married and your friends are like, oh my gosh, how did you guys meet? And you're like, oh, we Snapchatted for 5 months, and then finally he realized I was worth his time and decided to start texting me. That's so embarrassing, guys. Snapchat? No, it's just, we're not in high school. Grow up. I also, don't want to be sending selfies at 8 in the morning when I arise from the dead. I don't want to be taking a selfie. I can send you a quick good morning, hey, have a great day text. How was your night text? I don't know. That seems way more appropriate than waking up and taking a fucking selfie to send a man on Snapchat. I just don't need to do it. We don't need to be doing that. We don't need to be doing that, seriously. So first, ask for this girl's fucking number and then plan a date. Maybe ask for a first date, if you go up to a girl and you literally know nothing about her, I would just plan something personally because it's not that hard. Everyone eats food, dinner. Everyone drinks some sort of drink. We have to drink something in order to survive. Take her to get a drink. She can get a mocktail if she doesn't drink. Or you guys can get fucking Diet Cokes. Or you guys can get a coffee. Or a tea. Everyone consumes fucking liquids. So dinner or drinks. So simple. So easy. Yada yada yada. If you want to do something a little bit crazier, it's so easy to plan a date. So plan that shit. Pick a time. Don't even make her think about it. Just text her the time. Ask when she's free, obviously, because you're asking her out. So the world isn't revolving around you, sir, in this moment. It's revolving around when she's free because you are asking her out. So figure out when she's free and then plan a place, plan a time. Don't even make her think. She doesn't want to think. She just wants to show up and be a beautiful girl, which is what she should be doing. So plan that date. Get her there. Let's fucking go. You planned a date. Congratulations. Which a lot of men don't do. A lot of men, a lot of boys, they're the ones that are Snapchatting you, trying to get you to crawl under their bed. That's disgusting. Also, if a man can't text you during the day and he's only texting you at these weird after hours that these children do, where they're texting you at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or 12 a.m., he just wants to get in your pants. Let's be so honest. And why would you want that? We want a man that respects us, ladies. We don't want disrespect. That's disgusting. And yeah, no, text her at normal fucking hours. If you are only texting me past 9 p.m., we're not going to work. We're not going to work. And like I've said before, the way that you start a relationship with a boy is the way you're setting up your relationship for the rest of the time you're with this person. If you guys don't go on dates and the only time you're hanging out with him is when you're in his bed after a night out at the bars, that is your relationship. You are just hooking up. And yes, things can grow and things can develop from that, but let's be honest. You guys are just the people that you meet up with. You guys to each other are just the person you meet up with at the bar and go home with, and that's that. That's who you are. As much as it sucks to hear, that's who you are. And this is all coming from experience, ladies. I have been in some pretty god-awful relationships, in some pretty god-awful situations. So we can share those stories a later day. But this is all coming from experience and lessons that I have had to learn the hard way, because unfortunately, I used to think that all men were good and that all men actually wanted to get to know me when they were inviting me to their beds at 10 p.m. I really thought they actually wanted to get to know me for the longest time. And it took realizing that a lot of men just want one thing, and it's to sleep with you. And it took me a long time to understand that. So this is all coming from a place of love, life, and lessons that I've had to find out the hard way. So just know that, by the way. So after you are on a date with this beautiful, gorgeous girl that you asked out, what are you gonna do? You are going to wait for her to get there. If you guys obviously probably aren't showing up together, unless you live somewhere like that you could pick her up. But honestly, I feel like for a first date, like just meet there. If you guys don't know each other too well, but if you guys are like friends before this, like I guess you could technically like pick her up, but just depends on the circumstance. But I've had this happen 2 times now where I've met the boy on a date and he already has, like, I get there exactly on time, or like, I mean, he got there before me, which he should. He's the one that planned it. Oh, that's another thing. Boys, get there before the girl. Do not have that girl show up at the restaurant or wherever you are and be like, here, or like, oh, I'm here for blah, blah, blah. Like, don't do that. Be there before her. Be present. Get there first. Come on now. Get there first. Luckily, I've had all the guys get there first, so those were green flags. But the 2 dates that I went on, I showed up and they already had a beverage, which some people wouldn't care about that. But personally, I do care about that because I got there on time. I got there a couple minutes early. Like, you couldn't wait 5 fucking minutes for me. Come on. I think it's cutesy for you and them to look at the menu together and have a conversation a little bit before you even order. Like, what do you like? What are you ordering? It's a great conversation starter. I do get, like, maybe they're nervous and that's why they order something, but it's also really easy to just be like, oh, I'm waiting for my date, when the server asks what you want. So wait for the girl to get there. Like, you don't need to down that drink in 5 seconds. So wait for her to get there. And also, when she does get there, stand the fuck up. Give her a little side hug. Compliment her because she just got all beautified for you. So stand the fuck up. Compliment her. Tell her she looks really good or really pretty or whatever words you want to use that are nice. Lifting her up, and maybe give her a little side hug. And pull out that fucking chair for her so she can sit her ass down. And then look at that drink menu together and order together. Because that is what real men would do. When the tab comes, you're picking it up. Let's make that clear. You're picking the tab up. If you ask someone out on a date, you're required to pick it up. You asked her out on the date, which you wouldn't think this would be a problem. I know people listening are going to be like, oh, duh, no fucking shit, he'd pick up the tab. One of my friends went on a date the other day. The guy called her, asked her to get dinner because he was in her area. She goes to dinner. This place is a BYOB. She brings a bottle of wine for them. And when the bill comes, he wants to split it. That doesn't make sense to me. When you're the one that called her, asked her out on a date, like, what? And even if he wasn't vibing, maybe they weren't getting along the best, like they weren't each other's person, you still asked her out on the date. Like, you pick up the tab, you idiot. Gosh, if I'm being so honest, which some of my friends are like, I always offer to split, whatever, but if they asked me on the date, like, I honestly am expecting them to pay. You asked me. I didn't ask you out. If I asked him out on the date, I would pay. But if I didn't, I'm not touching my wallet. But after that, if you ask her how she's getting home, 1, walk her to the car. 2, maybe order her an Uber home. I feel like that would be nice. Like, even if these dates suck, I feel like just out of the kindness in your heart, and as a man, if you want a second date, like, do these things. So maybe offer to order her an Uber home. If you live in a city, offer to walk her to the train. And then text her and make sure she got home safely and tell her that you had a great time. Yes, she can text you that she had a great time too, but I think that it would be very manly of you to beat her to it and tell her that you had a great time with her. And if you didn't have a great time with her, I think it would also be very manly of you to text her and, I mean, you can lie and be like, I had a great time with you, but I don't see this moving forward. Just because we don't need to be playing games and we don't need to be making girls go home and overthink everything about the situation, which a lot of us do. And personally, I'm pretty upfront and I don't like to lead people on and I don't like to play these games just because I'm too old for that, and I just don't understand why people play with people's feelings. I think it's stupid and I think it's immature. And even if I go on one date with someone from that start, like if we're communicating and I'm like, I didn't really vibe, like I will tell them that after the first date if we continue texting after that, because you just don't need to be leading people and having them come up with all these delusional stories that we do as humans in our heads and planning a whole future and when we're going to have kids. Like, we don't need to be doing that. So it's better to just upfront be like, you're not my cup of tea, but I wish you the best. And then you move on, and it's beautiful and it's great. And honestly, I don't know where I'm going with this, but just do that. Oh, I have another one. This also, I know that a lot of people don't really care about this, but it's something that I do care about. So, when you're walking into any fucking building and there's this thing called a door, as a man, you better beat me to that door and you better open the goddamn door for me. I know that some people don't care about this stuff, like they can get the door, but I care because you're going to have to open the door anyways. How else are you going to get out of the building, sir? You're going to have to touch the door no matter what, so you might as well fucking beat me to it, and you better open that goddamn door for me. Car doors, I don't care as much about, but I will say, like, if you're picking me up from my house or dropping me off somewhere, I don't need you to get out of the car and open the door for me. Like, I can do that myself. I actually would prefer if they didn't, do that, but if we're walking to the car after a date or a night out or whatever, I do like if you would open the door for me when we're walking to the car, because we're gonna pass the passenger seat anyways. So open it up. It's really a simple task. It takes 5 seconds. It's not hard to do. I could do it for you. So please do it for me. And even walking into a restaurant, it's so simple, and it just open the goddamn door that you're gonna open yourself for yourself. Open it for her too. It's so easy. Use those strong muscles that you have worked so hard for, doing 100 push-ups a day. Use them. I want to see those arms used. Yeah, actually, fun story. I dated a man once that he did all the notebook things. He got me the flowers. He did all the things. He did the car door shit. But one thing about this car door thing was it only lasted about a month. Maybe the first month we dated, he would open the doors for me. And then one day, I guess he just got lazy. And I would be walking to the car. This is just stupid, but I would be walking to the car. And instead of getting out of the car and opening the door for me, which, like I just said, I don't even need him doing that. But this man still wanted to, get the door for me. So he would be in the driver's seat. And he would lean through the passenger seat, in the car, and push the door open with his hand. And, it would obviously shut because, and then he would do it again. And, it was just so dumb. Just don't even touch the door for me in that case, or just get up and open it from outside. Don't be leaning over the fucking car seat to open the door for me. Just get up or don't do it at all. So don't do that, because that was, I guess it was the thought that counts in a way, but also I don't know about that one. But open that goddamn door. Okay, what's up next? Let's look. I'm looking at my fucking list that I made. It has 30 things on it, so I'm probably not gonna get through all of these, because honestly, I could go on and on for days about all the things men could do better. Ooh, okay, this one's a good one. So let's say you have a girl come to your house and spend the night. Ooh, you got you got your blessings. You got lucky. She wants to come over. And I don't care if, well, one, if you're dating this man or like actually seriously seeing this man and like you've been on a couple of dates, like this is like he should be doing this. But men, even if you're just hooking up with a girl, you also should be doing this. If a girl, like you have the privilege of getting a beautiful girl in your home, drive her home after the fucking sleepover. If you have a car, drive that bitch home. I like, you guys would not imagine what I have gone through with these fucking men. Luckily, I have had good experiences where I've gone home with a man and he does drive me home as he fucking, like, that's just, like, common sense. Like, I expect him to drive me home because how else am I getting home? I can't walk. Like, in Nebraska, I can't just walk home. I can't just hop on a bus and get home. Like, I need you to drive me. And in Nebraska, I feel like most people do have cars there. At least everyone I knew did. So, yeah, no, if he has a car, he should be driving you home. And there was this one man that I saw for some time, and he is literally the devil. But I had high expectations for this man, for God even knows why, because he was actually the worst thing that ever happened to me. And we can tell that story in like 5 years. But the first time I ever slept at this guy's house, I woke up in the morning expecting him to drive me home, obviously. And I asked him, like, okay, when are you going to take me home? And he looked at me like I was insane and said, drive you home? You have the app Uber. Waiting for him to laugh and be like, oh my God, of course, babe, I'm taking you home. Yeah, there was no laughter. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm not driving that far to take you home. I'm hungover, my head hurts, I'm not driving that far. Like, bitch, then why did you have me over? If you're gonna have a girl over, take her home, you asshole. And, like, I mean, maybe it was like a 30-minute drive, but in Omaha, I feel like a 30-minute, 25-minute drive, like, that's like 15 minutes. And also, like, you just got the privilege of having me in your bed. Like, take my ass home, you bitch, and honestly, get me a coffee on the way. I'm getting so heated. But yeah, he wouldn't drive me home. Like, he was so serious. And he even went out to his roommate and thought it was so comical that I thought he was going to drive me home. And was like, dude, she thinks that I'm going to drive her home. Isn't that ridiculous? And they chuckled together because that's just apparently so funny. Also, by the way, this man is like way too fucking old to be acting like this. And yeah, he wouldn't drive me home. And actually, the Uber ended up being extremely expensive. And then he later texted me, like, I feel bad. How much was the Uber? And then paid me for half of it. Like, bitch, I don't want your fucking $10 at this point. Like, get out of town. Get out of town. Drive her home. And honestly, if you have a car, like, ordering an Uber for her home is kind of also embarrassing for you because, like, drive her home. It's so simple. Don't order me an Uber. Like, drive me. You know how to drive. You have a car for a reason. Use it and get me home safely. Don't send me in a fucking taxi cab like I'm a little puppy going to puppy daycare. I don't know. That didn't make sense, but it makes sense. That, which leads me to my next topic. I'm just like getting so heated right now looking at my wall, waiting. I ordered Mediterranean food and I'm so excited. It was the best Mediterranean food I've ever had in Chicago. And I ordered it again and I am so pumped. Anyways, next conversation. Condoms! My friends really wanted me to put this one, or my fan really wanted me to put this one in the episode because apparently men have been having problems with condoms, which I've also had this problem, so screw you. Why do you not have them at your house? First of all, like, I'm not the one with the penis. I mean, I have some, but only because I got them for free, but I honestly am not carrying a condom around because personally, I'm not a big hookup girl. Like, it's just not what I'm into. But if you know that a girl is going to be coming to your house or you have any plans or intentions of sleeping with a girl in any way, you should probably have condoms at your house. Second, if a girl asks you to put on a condom, Do not make her feel bad. I don't want to hear the stupid, it doesn't feel as good. Huh? Shut up. Like, I'm trying to be safe, bitch. Like, I don't know you like that. No. Put it on. Don't make a girl feel bad. I'm literally so sick of men being like, it doesn't feel as good, or just even questioning it. Like, you shouldn't even be questioning it in general. If a guy genuinely cared about you, ladies, and genuinely had your best interest, he would not question you asking him to put on a condom. Like, put it on. If I said, do you have condoms? Or can you put a condom on? Or I'd prefer if you had a condom on. Anything about a fucking condom, put it on. Don't ask her questions. Like, these men are so stupid. I'm so sick of them making people I know feel bad and feel uncomfortable and feel weird for asking for safe sex. Don't make her feel bad. Put it on. Don't ask questions. Like, it's none of your fucking business. It's not gonna hurt you if honestly she's saving both of you. Like, don't make a girl feel embarrassed for that. It's honestly, if a man makes me feel bad or questions why I'm asking that, honestly, you should immediately leave. Because 1, he's showing you that he is a bitch. 2, he already is like disrespecting your values and disrespecting you as a whole by questioning you. And then if he tries to pull that dumb, it doesn't feel as good shit, like, okay, then go find someone that it will feel better with. Because clearly, I'm not the girl for you. So, if you want to go find that, like, go find that. Literally, let him go find that. Let him find someone that wants to do that then. But don't have a man questioning you. Like, no, that's disgusting. And normally, the men that are doing that are the ones that are probably using Snapchat to Snapchat you. Because what are they? They're boys. They're not men. They're stupid ass boys. What's next? Ooh, this one. This one is something I am extremely passionate about. This one I'm so passionate about because I actually had an argument with a man the other day on this. And this is also just so simple. So, if you know you're having a girl come over to your house after a date, to hang out, anything, put that motherfucking toilet seat down, bitch. Put it down. I do not want to walk into the bathroom and have to touch that grimy ass fucking toilet and put it down. Like, I don't want to do that. I have pretty girl hands. They shouldn't be touching this fucking toilet right now. I'm here because I want to hang out with you and I want to be cutesy. I don't want to be touching a toilet right now. Put it down. It's so simple. It's so simple. But also one of my ex-boyfriends, I used to be like, dude, put the toilet seat down. I don't get it. And if we were hanging out and he went to the bathroom and then I went shortly after and it was up, I would literally call him in there and be like, put the toilet seat down. Like, we're training. It's a training camp, basically. No, but I would make him put it down because, like, what? Have some respect for me. First of all, if I'm telling you, like, you need to put it down, like, remember that the first time. I don't want to have to say it again. I feel like everyone listening to this is like, whoa. But, 2, like, why would you want her touching a toilet seat? Put it down. Like, you also... The guy that I was talking to this about was like, it takes 5 seconds to put it down. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. It takes 5 seconds to put it down. And he's like, I know, so you could just put it down. I'm like, you could just put it down. You're the one that's lifting it up. All of us sit. Like, you sit to shit. I sit to shit. I also sit to pee. Like, we both use it down, so let's just have it down. I don't want to touch it. Point blank, period. Put the goddamn fucking toilet seat down. I don't want to touch that. I don't want to. Okay? Next up. This one I'm also so passionate about because I've also had major problems with this in the past. If you think that one of my friends is hot, because obviously all my friends are hot. Like, duh. No fucking shit they're hot, you doofus. All my friends are hot. My sister's hot. Like, we get it. We know that. We're aware. But I don't want to know that you think they're hot. Like, I know that because duh, but I don't want to know that you think that, honestly. Like, I don't want to know that. I think that it is fine if we show up and you're like, wow, you guys all look really good tonight, or like, oh, I really like your dress. Like, that's chill. Yeah, hype my girls up. But I don't want to know that you're like texting your buddies like she has this really fucking hot friend. Ugh. Don't want to know that. I had an ex-boyfriend also that we got in a fight because I literally watched him check my friends up and down, like literally head to toe so many times. And I'm like, can you just not? Like, I have eyeballs. I think he forgot that I could see. Don't do that. Don't check out other girls in front of me, especially my friends. Like, don't do that. We all know they're hot, but like, I don't need to see you actively checking them out. I don't want to know you think they're hot. I don't want to hear it. I really don't. And honestly, unfortunately, I dated multiple men that have told me that they find my sister hot. And you know what that makes me want to do? It makes me want to rip my fucking eyeballs out of my head. And yeah, it makes me want to do violent shit because that is my sibling, bitches. That is my literal sibling. I do not want to know that you think she's hot. We're aware she's hot, but I don't want to know that you think that. I also dated a guy that told me that he found my sister was extremely hot on the 4th of July once when we were dating. And when I got upset about it, he told me I was insane. So, zip it. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to know it. Don't want to think about it. That leads me to pictures. Instagram. This one is like, honestly, if your boyfriend is still doing this, or the guy you're talking, I mean, I feel like it's different if it's the guy you're talking to, but if your boyfriend's doing this, like, he needs to go on the internet and open TikTok for 1 second and he would know not to do this. Like, it's 2024. If men are still doing this, they are dumb as a rock. Liking girls' Instagram pictures. I'm so sick of men saying that line. What do they say? I just like every girl's pictures. I literally like everything on my feed. She's my friend. Shut up. She's not your friend. When was she your friend? In fucking middle school? Yeah, you haven't talked to this bitch in forever. She's not your friend. Stop liking her pictures. I like everything on my feed. Shut up. No, you don't. You like everything on your feed? Let's go through your feed right now, and I guarantee you don't like everything on it. Not a good excuse. What's another excuse they use? Like, it was an accident. No, it wasn't. We all know you have to literally double tap in order to like something. Like, I don't think my fingers accidentally double tap often. If they do, I'm unaware. But like, guys, do we know any girls that are making up excuses like this? I don't know one girl that's like, babe, I accidentally liked that guy's shirtless picture of him running on the beach. It was an accident. No, we're not doing that. We're not like, oh, babe, I just like every guy's Instagram picture. Like, I just like everything on my feed. Like, girls don't even come up with excuses like this because we're not idiots. We're not idiots. Like, stop it. Don't do it. Okay, also, like, have you guys been meeting a lot of guys that are like, I don't use social media? Do we like that? I can't tell. Like, I mean, they should have, like, some form of social media. Like, I do need to be able to find you on something and stalk your entire life before I know if you're a good person. But, like, they have to have, they have to at least have, like, a Facebook, right? I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about them having no social media. Like, even these days, like, I feel like everyone has an Instagram at least, right? Maybe that's a me thing. I don't know. But if your man has a TikTok, I want you to go on that TikTok. Ooh, even if you're just talking to a boy, go on TikTok with him. Be like, babe, let's watch videos on your phone tonight. Let's watch TikToks on your phone. Not my phone. Let's go on yours. Because I have this problem where my TikTok page is so funny. Like, it has me in tears laughing. So I accidentally am always like, let's go on my TikTok, and we watch TikToks on my phone and we're giggling, and then I'm like, and I remember, let's watch TikToks on your phone actually, because you know what? They're going to open that stupid phone of theirs and they're going to click on TikTok and it's going to be full of thirst traps. Don't, honestly, only do it if you want to get your heart broken, because it happens. It's happened to me twice now, I think. One of them was with a guy that I actually really liked, so that was extremely unfortunate that it was full of thirst traps, like insane, which that is like so high school and so 16. Why are you looking up thirst traps on fucking TikTok, bro? You should be looking up how to save money. You should be looking up how to invest. You should be looking up how to stop being a dipshit and how to be a man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. All you should be doing is looking at your girls. Ooh, you know what I'm all for? Well, I was just going to say all you should be looking at is your girls' TikToks and your girls' posts. But you know what I'm a fan of? Which I probably will never get to this point in my life, but I'm a fan of when the celebrity men only follow their wife or their girlfriend. That's what I'm a fan of. Yes, babe, unfollow every girl on Instagram. Please, please, only follow me. That's what I like. That's where I'm trying to get in life. That's where I'm trying to get. My man only follows me and he only has social media to like my posts. That's what I want. That's my new goal. So if you're not him, don't even contact me. That's my new goal. I feel like you have to be famous for that though, because can you imagine dating like the most average Joe and he was like a frat boy in college, and then his frat brothers go to like look at his Instagram page and he's only following you? He would get roasted so hard. That would be so funny. Honestly, like, someone make that happen. That needs to happen. Please, 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 please. Okay, back to Instagram. Compliment your girlfriend. Post her all over the Instagram. I want to see, if I'm following a man and he has a girlfriend, I want to see her in every single post. She should be your world. Just kidding. But I do want to know that you have a girlfriend. Have you guys, like, I saw this TikTok about National Girlfriend Day, and it's like, who's excited to see who apparently has a fucking girlfriend? Because these men suck and they're never fucking posting their beautiful girlfriends. Like, post her. But like, if you have a girlfriend, I like, genuinely, I don't understand why these men don't, like, why is she not on your Instagram? Why did we not know you were dating her? Why were we unaware? Not that we're this invested in your life by any means, but like, why did we not know you had a girlfriend? That has always confused me. I don't think I've ever dated someone that has posted me on their Instagram. That's a fact. None of my boyfriends have ever posted me on Instagram. I have not made it that far, which is crazy. But that also has always confused me. Like, wouldn't you want people to know that you're dating me? Wouldn't you want people to know? Like, you can't get upset that men are sliding in my DMs and liking my Instagram stories and complimenting me when no one knows I have a boyfriend, because you haven't shown the world that you have one and you haven't posted me on Instagram. Like, no fucking shit. These guys are DMing me. No one knows I'm with you. You haven't made that clear. And honestly, I'm done posting my boyfriends until they post me. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Because I've posted all of their little fucking faces on my Instagram. And now I'm embarrassed. Now people know I dated you. That's unfortunate for me. You lucky bastard. Never posted me, so no one even knows we dated. You suck. Next up. Don't make me feel bad for being hot. I've also had a problem with this. If your girl looks bonita and is slaying and posts a beautiful picture on Instagram, I want to see you in those comments. I want you to be there telling me I look beautiful and hyping me up. Because if we're dating, I would assume that you like me. I would assume that you think I'm bonita. So let's comment down below and let's tell me that. let me know. Compliment your girl. When you date a girl, like, you understand what you're getting into. Didn't you want that? So, like, why are we not? Last but not least, communicate with the faith. Communicate. COMMUN. Communicate. Communicate. Let's do it. See how I'm communicating right now? That's what you should be doing. It's so simple. And trust me, sometimes I'm bad at communication too. If you like a woman, tell her. If you don't like her, tell her. If you think she's pretty, tell her. If you're not interested and you just want to hook up with her, but you don't really want to date her, tell her. You are moving in a fucking month, tell her. You aren't looking for anything serious right now but would love to take her out on dates, tell her. Like, just let's be open. Let's be honest. Because the only thing that you're hurting is your future relationship with her. And yeah, like, let's just communicate. I was just in a situation where I was kind of seeing this boy, and I truthfully thought that we were not essentially talking, but like, we're maybe gonna start talking in the future. We were texting like every single day. He was complimenting me all the time. I was complimenting him. He would slide up on all my stories. We were catching up all the time. And then I just kind of was confused. And like I've learned multiple times, if you're confused, like if a guy likes you, you wouldn't be confused. Let's be honest. Because why would you be confused? You're only confused because he's not communicating. And yeah, the situation was that, and I was confused and I was anxious. And honestly, when I talk to boys, I get really, really anxious and in my head. So that's another story. We're working on that. But I was confused. And so I just kind of asked, like, hey, I'm a little confused over here. Not saying we're like talking, but like kind of what is going on. And this person said, like, oh, I was just having fun. Like, I just think it's fun to flirt with you. And I'm over here thinking, like, interesting. I feel like we've been really getting to know each other and kind of texting every day or so, or every other day, and like hardcore hitting on each other. Like, personally, that's not really my type of, like, that's just not what I like to do. And we communicated about it, and all is said and done and good. And we communicated and we talked about it, and, clearly we just were on different pages and had different vibes going, which is completely fine. But also, from my end, I would have loved if he had communicated this from the start. Because honestly, I was kind of starting to like this man. Like, not really like him, but like I was getting interested. I was getting intrigued in him. So I would have not even wanted to get interested in this man if he had just, from the start, if he had just been like, oh, by the way, I have no interest in you. And I just think you're hot. And I think it's fun to hit on you. Like, I wouldn't have ever texted him again, honestly. I wouldn't have kept that going for as long as it did go on. So I think communicating up front with how you feel is very important and just the right thing to do. I don't get these games. They're not for me. And if a man's bad at communicating, he's probably bad in bed. Let's be honest. I'm just kidding, but not kidding at all. I don't know where that came from. This was a very long rant, speech, talk, conversation. And I could keep going on for like actually 7 hours. We can always do a part 2, ladies. Seriously, like, I think you owe it to yourself to date a man and go out with men that are treating you with respect and giving you what you want. And I don't think you should waste your time on boys that are doing the bare minimum. My thing is, when someone's dating you and when you're giving someone your energy, like, that is so valuable. Like, you are literally giving them your time, your space. Like, you could be doing other things, girl. You could be spending time alone. You could be watching your favorite show. There's so many things. And so if a man is just not respecting you, and if he's confusing you and he's playing these games and he's giving you anxiety and you're just confused all the time, like, don't even do that to yourself. You're much happier when you're not doing that. And unfortunately, sometimes we have to go through terrible situations to realize this stuff and wake up and be the amazing person we are. But games are stupid. Games are for children. The only game I'm trying to play is Wordle. It's not fun for anyone. It's not fun for you. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not even into like these chasing games. Like, why would we be chasing each other? One, if I'm not interested in you, like, you will know. Please don't chase me down the road. Like, if I like someone, I'm gonna make it very clear. I don't need them chasing me like a goat. Like, I'm gonna make it clear that I'm interested. And I would hope they would do the same. And if they're a man and they're actually interested in you, they will do the same. Like, you're not going to be playing these stupid fucking 2024 games. You're just going to know, and it's going to be easy. And, like, love and relationships are supposed to be easy. They're not supposed to give you anxiety. They're not supposed to have you awake at night rereading your text messages and questioning everything about yourself and reliving situations and how things went out. Like, you are not going to be sending screenshots to the girls group chat and asking them if you said the right thing. Like, that's not what love is. That's not how it's gonna be. So just remember that. And it's so easy to forget. And also, like, when a man is getting you in your time, like, he's not just getting you in this amazing bad bitch version of yourself. He's also getting every part of you. He's getting that middle school girl that was insecure. He's getting the high school version of you that, like, he's getting every version of you. He's getting that little 4-year-old version of you that thought men could do no wrong and looked up to men and thought they were awesome and believed that she was going to find her Prince Charming. Like, he's getting all these amazing versions of you. And we can't let that go to waste. You want someone that really sees you for who you are, wants to be with you, makes you feel fucking good about yourself, and wants you for you. That's another thing. If you feel like you're kind of like changing how you talk around him or not being your authentic self, you don't want that. Because someone's going to love you for you, and some good things take time. Good things take fucking time. So don't settle. And don't let these men treat you like shit. We are awesome, and I will see you guys next week.